Gotcha. I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. Today we're going to be changing some tracks on an old bulldozer. I'll take you along for it, and it's going to be pretty exciting. Alright, so we got this John Deere 450J, and what we're going to do is we're going to replace these tracks here, as you can see here, with some sealed and lubed rubber low ground pressure tracks. We'll put on here, but we also got to change the pads on them because we got to so that's what we're going to start first. We're going to take these pads off, and then we'll swap out the tracks and get that done. But it'll be a long process, but we'll get it done. We got some pads here that we can salvage. You know, a couple of them are good, but those things, those doggone pads are $40 a piece, something like that. Those things get expensive. How y'all like that boom right there, huh? Down here we call that redneck ingenuity. So we got to cut these bolts off because they're stripped or rusted or whatever, but we got replacements for them, so it's no big deal. You guys recognize this hood? Goes on that truck. Y'all, you guys recognize that semi right there? It's for sale. Message me if you want to buy it. It's for sale. It's running. Got the hood right here. We'll get the hood hooked up onto it. But let me show you the new tracks that we've got. I didn't show it to you very good the first time, but let me show you these new tracks. All right, this is what we got here. This is going to go on, like I say, they were sealed and lubed. Those will go on the 450J that we've got there. And he's almost done cutting the rest of the track pads off. And we'll try to salvage all these pads that are usable here, and that way we don't have to buy new ones on that. But this is a good dozer, man. It's been, we got the side panels off obviously, but this has been a good dozer. We've used a lot of work on this thing. One thing I did want to say is this shop right here, it was a really nice shop before Hurricane Michael, and literally Hurricane Michael destroyed this whole thing. And this is what we got built back so far. I still got one more over here. There you go. We're gonna get these pads off. Salvage the ones that we can from this pile. I don't know, we'll say we probably get 10 or 12 off there. That's you know, it's $400 worth of savings. They're like $40 a piece, no kidding. What we're going to do now is we're going to position the bulldozer so that we can lay this track out, and then we'll break the track that's on it back up onto the new track, and then put the track on and replace the or take the pads off the old one and then replace the pads on the new one. Basically, he's going to take that to the scrap pile. We'll deal with that later. One thing you want to make sure of is you don't lay these out backwards. That wouldn't be good. As high as it go? As high as it go? All right, here we go. Lower, they did it. You want this clear? Lower. Oh man, look at that. So here's what you got to loosen this track up so that you can get this track off, and then we'll replace it with the new one. That thing was tough to undo for sure. Ideally, what you want to happen is undo this grease fitting here, apply pressure to the track here, and that would push this idler, push that cylinder back in. But you can see it's kind of kink, it's not square or level, and so we have to. So what we're going to do is just cut the track off, fold it over, and then put the new track on. And another thing is, ideally, you'd want a second tractor here or a second piece of equipment. Kind of stinks. It kind of stinks not being able to use another piece of equipment to help maneuver the tractors, maneuver the tracks. But you know, make it do what you got. What are you over there contemplating?
Asking Bramble what kind of weld rod was welded this week, so he can't get nothing to stick.
Another thing that we're dealing with here, look at this right here. That beach sand, I mean, we're close to the beach, you know, and that's just aggravating is what that is. Now that we got the pad off, we're going to no kidding cut the track in half. This thing head's headed to the scrap pile after this for sure. Alright, so now we'll take this old one off, line it up with the new one, or it's kind of lined up now, but line it up, drive it on there. Hopefully we can get this situated here, because that's going to be a sticking point if we can't get that figured out.
There you go. See, it's got so much play in it.
Yeah.
Freaking.
There you go. Hey, starting to rain. Let me put my camera up before it gets wet. That was a quick little shower, right, Tommy?
Cold like ice.
Yeah, it felt good though. That was a little warm. All right. Now what it'll do is just drive over that, you know, from this old one to the new one. Try to get them lined up here. That puts an end to our day. Like I say, man, it's about an hour, maybe an hour and a little over an hour to get here. So I'm going back to the house. It's getting late in the afternoon. He'll finish this tomorrow. I'll explain a little bit more here in a second. It's raining on my camera. All we basically got left to do is get that track put on and the pads put on, but you guys don't need to see that. I mean, literally, it's just driving up on it and getting the pads put on. So if you guys have done this, like I say, it's a 450J. If you've done it, you've seen these dozers before, you know the process for that. But anyway, so we appreciate you guys tagging along. Look how dark this. I don't know if y'all can see how dark those clouds are, but late in the afternoon, thunder clouds. Click here to subscribe. Click here to watch more videos from us. We'd appreciate it. I'm going to the house. All right, man. You guys take care.